based on this move is happening early in the session, we may don't have that easy move, 50 pips in basically in 5-minute candle, right? But at least having that specific move in a couple 15, which is a 30-minute candle. Oh, well, let me start securing some here because it seems like the volume is good. Based on that specific move, based on volume, like I said, usually those moves don't happen at pre-New York session. Those moves tend to happen really easy with market opening at New York session, and as well with NYSE. Now, we already managed to have that impulsive move. Is at this point, guys, please secure some. We can easily manage this trade based on this 50% of that candle right there. That specific pullback to the 31.61. At this point, I would love to see a steady continuation. Like I said, just because this move is happening early in the session, I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess up with this specific move. I can easily wait for a little bit longer to have some form of pullbacks, and then adding more positions. But I don't need to be greedy in here. The only reason that I took those entries earlier in the session that I'm used to do is because I know that this move is a good move, is a decent move that can take me today to the 1840s. Remember yesterday the heavy delay in volume. Yesterday we had a crazy session, heavy delay in volume. I said that the moment the 4-hour candle from London was not being respected, I was expecting that specific move. From at least 50 pips, and that's why I had to enter. I had to enter on that specific trade with basically, with less confirmations in total honesty, because it was more of a impulsive move. But it tends to happen that from London high, you get 50 pips in no time. Usually 5-minute candles with volume, a 5-minute candle can give you 50 pips. If you guys already watched the videos that I have on the Vimeo folder from the Gold's webinars, you guys notice that maybe I'll say, like, in each of those videos, I'm talking about the 4-hour candle from London and how easy it is to look for that specific continuation. With volume, like I said, is easier. Don't try, those moves, like the 4-hour candle from London, it closed at 5 a.m. my time. Don't try those moves at, let's say, 5:15, 5:30, because most of the times a new 4-hour candle will try to do a pullback to the previous 4-hour candle from London before the continuation, which is in this case is this area. The London candle create that really nice liquidity, that really nice push, and then a new 4-hour candle will try to do pullback and then a continuation. But from the break of that of London high, you tend to have like 50 pips really easy outside that 4-hour candle from London. That's most of the times, I will say. Most of the times. But at this point, secure most of your position. I mean, depending if you have to use a 5-minute candle, 50%, let it run. Let it run and trust the move. It's quite fishy because the move yesterday happened too late in the session. That's why I was like, I'll give it a try. I won't be too hard on this trade because I know that rejection may happen in a 15-minute candle. But if the 15-minute candle is not giving me that specific rejection, all this volume, and then somebody said on the chat, the more that this accumulation has to go somewhere, and it happens basically 80% of the time. You have a heavy consolidation, heavy range, and those moves tend to be the best moves that you can catch. But easy move outside this area right here, outside leaving these previous areas of rejection was really nice and easy. 35 inbound right there, near to the 35 currently, 1835, that one right there, and that was a good trade. At this point, Yemen, hey, how are you, brother?
Good morning. For those who missed the move, would you consider waiting for this 15 to close and a break above, or would you rather see a pullback back to 1831?
I would love to have a pullback toward the 1832 at least,
32,
because yeah. If you pay attention to the dailies here, the main areas of contention on the dailies was basically this area overall. Let me clear all these candles right here. All the contentions we're in this area, the 33.75. Now leaving that 33.75, a maximum pullback here will be basically this area, overall, this area across the board right there.
Yeah, it's like 32. You don't want it to go lower than that.
No, exactly, because if it's giving me a break below 32, most likely it's becoming a fake out, and at any given point can close below the 30, and then all this area right here
Back
will
into
be
the
my
range.
contention, like like candles rejecting that area, and the daily juice or 4-hour candles or hourly candles closing below that 30. It's something that I don't want to see for the rest of the session. Basically, I would love to see a steady moves until we reach basically this key level right here. But we have a long road all the way to the 1850. So we may see pullbacks pre-NY, pullbacks with a new 4-hour candle as well, and then before the continuation. But it's a shame the move yesterday, I got stopped out 2 times in a row, like for looking for one specific move, and then the other one basically break even. I didn't have, in total honesty, the option to trade later that the move that it happened. It's classic. I mean, it's classic that price will go from a certain area to another key level. Like for example, remember the trade that we were looking yesterday basically was the 30 and the 20. This area, this was the target that I was looking for, the 20 area. Man, it was worth it. It was worth a shot. I mean, I will try to look for that specific move every day if I have to. But it's a shame. It happened that it rejected so many times that didn't give me the option to hold my trade. But it was, the move happened already late in the session, and now I wasn't looking at the charts at that point. Yeah, the only one that the reason why I checked the chart was because somebody sent me a message and he told me, man, that the target for gold is already done, the 1820, and we're trading above the 1820 now. So I told him, man, now we're heading toward the 1830, and hopefully the 1830 doesn't hold, so we can have a steady move to the 1850 overall for the rest of the week. That's why the daily outlook from last night was to the basically to the 40s. I was expecting a steady moves last night. Steady moves. Why I was expecting steady move? Because at that point we had this previous area right here, this previous area of contention, and usually this is the London pullback. This is what I talked about on the daily outlook. Price steady moves, or maybe London volume giving you a pullback to the low of the day, to the low of the session. You don't want to see price trading below this area. Like this one right here is becoming a kind of fake out here. But if I was up for London, man, this would be cake for me. Trying to paying attention to the 50-minute, because I don't trade London with the 5-minute, but trading the 5-minute candle, the 50-minute candle at London, and having this specific candle breaking above this candle, which is rejecting the previous the support, the daily low, basically, man, this is cake. And at that point, volume is quite good, because this candle right here, you can easily use that candle confirmation and then start looking and planning for your trades. When I'm trading at a daily low, here's the thing. When I'm trading at a daily low, I'd rather risk 40 pips in here, aiming for the top of the range and a possible continuation, than risking 30 pips on top of the range. You know what I mean? If I had to risk it for the biscuit with confirmations here, I'd rather have to, have a decent stop loss here, like 20, 30, 40 pips. I don't care, having a stop loss here, and let that trade run, because I know that I will pay. Now, if I can easily go back to sleep, but if I had to use 20, 30 pips in here, it's not the same. So my risk reward based on trading at support, when I have the confirmation from a previous daily candle that closed bullish, and that I have a possible continuation to the 1832, trading at these specific, levels, the 25, 26, all those areas, man, it's cake. Those areas right there can be one of the best risk reward that you may find in the market. But you're trading at support. Now you need to know what you're doing at that point. Don't think it's gonna be an easy job on a daily basis if you don't have the confirmation from a previous daily candle. But if you do have the confirmation from previous daily candle, man, why not? Yeah.
So current price is pretty much arriving close to 1836.50, which is the previous contention area on 30-minute.
Yeah.
So I'd say even after this 15 closes, even if it breaks that high, is not a smart idea to place a buy, isn't it?
Uh,
Best to always wait for that pullback. Because if this
especially
move is
because a
actually
new
keep going
15-minute
upwards,
candle. Yeah, not because it's a new 15-minute candle. And that new 15-minute candle can easily pull back lower than this. Now, if you have to risk it for the biscuit, I will say
mm,
straight based on the 5 minutes. You know,
I see. Let's
place
say if
a
it does a
small
decent,
risk, like the opening of the 5.
yeah, if it
Wait
does a
for a
decent
small
pullback,
pullback here, and then the
yeah,
moment that candle is
flips,
reversing and
yeah,
breaking the, yeah, you have a spare change over there. But we
right.
are basically trading at the top of the
At the high,
resistance on the
yeah, that's what I'm
dailies.
scared of.
Yeah, these are the 37 something, somewhere here, 37, somewhere here, daily candles. You know, that's the area of rejections on dailies. No, this is, it was below this area. So yeah, this is the area, the previous area of rejections on dailies. So we're trading above that area. Hopefully we have a steady moves from now on. But it's a good move. I'm surprised, to be honest, that without New York session opening, this move happens so easily. Now every 5-minute candle, when volume is good, every 5-minute candle opens, Wakefield, and continuation. And you know, it's quite interesting why price is moving with such volatility at this time. I haven't taken a look at Forex Factory or wherever.
Of retail news.
Uh-huh. And in total honesty, this move is I mean, for us, it was good because we managed to get into this trade and was quite easy, not pullbacks. I was expecting, a certain pullback, at least to the breakout candle, to the 50% of the breakout candle, and then pull liquidity from there, at least in this specific area right here, because it tends to happen. But that's why I told you guys, man, if you can use the low of the candle, and then using the 50% of that candle, securing 50, then that's good enough for risk management at that point. But I mean, it's interesting, in total honesty. The 40 is way up here. I don't think we're gonna make it to the 40, so easily. Somewhere there. Yeah. But some of you guys managed to get into that trade, right?
I did it, and I got my TP slipped.
Oh, wow.
Sadly.
Wow.
I don't have magic keys, so I just put the TP there in 33.
Oh,
and just went there.
You're the one
directly.
who wrote on the chat that you will have your finger in the magic keys?
No, no,
No?
I don't have magic keys yet.
Oh, that was me, Kerwin.
Oh, so how was it, Bruno?
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
I actually had a buy stop, so it worked out better.
Okay. KERWIN'S, since there's so much volume this early, and obviously we expect volume from NYSE and 10 a.m. Is that the case that we get 1840 before NYSE? We can get that 1840, but we need those specific 20 pips extras from NY Open. Why do we need those extra 20 pips? Because if price can make it to the 38, that will be awesome. Pre-market open, just we still 13 minutes before that hourly candle open. But look at the daily here. The daily here is taking a beautiful breather. Now, main area of contention that we had, it was basically in this specific area before. This is basically the area of contention we had. Trading outside this area to the 40, a steady move to the 40 can be dangerous. The only one who's gonna tell the story here is depending how price behave at the low of this candle right here. Like I said, I can wait for pullbacks to the 32, this area right here, but this low right here is the low that I don't want to see price trading below. It's okay for NY, for NY open before the 4-hour candle, before NYSE going to the 40 or even higher. But I need to see what's going to happen here with NY open. What is the worst case scenario here for NY open? not giving you that steady continuation, and price going back to retest this specific low. If price is going back to the retest this specific low and reject and start giving you some form of bullish candles in here, you know, I can easily start adding more position aiming for that 40, because I know that my overall target for the day, it's 1840 and not only 1840, but overall this area over here. This is the area that I'm targeting with this trade basically. But it will be quite dangerous holding positions or just adding position here without a certain pullback. I need a pullback here. I secure 75% of my position, and to be honest, I don't want to add more positions here unless the pullback happen. This is the pullback that I need, in total honesty, for me to start trading later for NY, so I can give the following of this move to the 40s and maybe the 45s, you know. But I need, look, this is classic. This is the first 5-minute candle bearish. If the move is to the downside, this candle, you know, won't be able to hold this specific candle right here. Now, worst thing that can happen here is getting a full correction in price, right? And this candle doing a retest here and breaking this low and doing something like this. If that's the case, the moment this candle is retesting again, that high of that candle may be somewhere here, something like this, and breaking this low, that candle can easily give you, you know, a full correction in price, going to this area right here and steady moves to the downside. I don't want to see another second candle like this candle. I don't want to see this bearish candle right here. If the continuation is there, all I want to see is this 5-minute candle creating another support, and then a new 5-minute candle giving me that steady continuation. But if that's the case, if I had to if I had to bet on this move, you know, this candle will need to close bullish, and then this low right here will be my support for the continuation to the 38s to the 40s. And you'd be surprised, you know, if this candle just created that support, a new candle try to pull some sort of liquidity from here, like for example, like doing kind of fake out at that point, because the volume is quite interesting. That the volume, you know, like a bearish candle going retesting this low right here, and all of a sudden doing something like this. And if that's happening, New York session is the one who's gonna take over this resistance over here in 10 more minutes. That can easily give you, you know, extra 20 pips to the upside toward the 32 area. That will be the target for NY. Let's say if NY open is trading at this specific level, but if we for NY we have that breakout candle and NY is trading near this area right here, NY can give you this and even more based on the hourly. But I secure most of my position because I don't want to be greedy in here. I can wait a little bit longer to add more positions to take more trades later on. It was an easy trade. Okay. Morning. Donnie, tell me, you holding position from where? Support? Donnie's been smashing that gold. Matias 37 and close. Most people held ever since I trade with Rich. Nice work. Hey, parcero. Or Eric, you missed the trade. It's okay, man. Don't worry. We'll have more. If not today, then tomorrow, man. Yeah. We can you know, we can manage those trades if the price thin is correct. But now here's the trick. The price in, to call it price in, it's dangerous. You know why? Because gold is not trading at a certain area that you can easily call it price in. Gold is reversing from specific areas of rejections. In this case, this is basically the areas of rejections across the board is all this area overall. This is the main area of rejection, the 1780. Now, in this area right here, you have certain structure that you know the price at certain area, at certain time, you know, back in the days, this price was looking heavy bearish in here. Now, from this liquidity graph, price took that massive rally all the way up. So why not, you know, from this specific area, taking another rally for the rest of the quarter, let's say. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy job holding that entire position, right? That entire trade. The main the main idea here was price basically rejecting previous daily areas of rejection, which is the 30 somewhere here, you know, all these areas right here, holding that specific resistance. Why taking that breather? For me, can be dangerous to believe that this daily candle all of a sudden will reverse and will close like this, basically with Powell's page. All I want to see is this daily closing with a consistent body above the previous areas. The next areas of contention, basically above the 50, somewhere here, and daily candles can easily do that. Like this daily candle closing today, maybe 1840, maybe higher than the 1840, a new daily candle doing something like this, little by little start adding more volume to the upside. That's the main idea here, you know, looking for buys. I'm not a big fan of trading and counter trending a monthly candle, counter trending a weekly candle, but I do love the idea of trading based on what I see and not what I think. And what I see here is a previous reaction on the daily, a beautiful daily candle creating that beautiful support with enough liquidity in here to drive that liquidity all the way up to these areas, basically. This is the areas that I would love to see that liquidity going for the rest of the, you know, for maybe 2 or 3 or 3 days, maybe today in one single day. If you pay attention what happened here, the size of that candle is really important. When price is taking a breather outside a previous area, it tends to move up to 30 up to $30, which is $300. Look at this candle right here. It's 400 and something dollars. So imagine if that candle, if we get lucky enough to hold positions, whatever, and that candle can drive price at least 300 points today, maybe somewhere here near to the 50, that'll be amazing. And at that point, I won't be calling this like gold is being priced in. Based on price action is one thing, based on fundamentals is another. I mix fundamentals and price action, but I do pay attention price action more. I will say 90% of the credit I give him to price action. If the fundamentals are aligned with price action, one of the easiest way to trade. Now, if price action is mixed, and then you have price action is saying we're going up, and fundamentals are giving you that idea that is going down, won't be a down long term, maybe just a plain and simple drop, liquidity and continuation of, you know, following the direction from main price action. And the main price action here is daily candle taking that breather that we wanted to the, you know, to the 35, to the 40s. If we get to the 40s, that will be amazing, right? But 4-hour candles here, I don't like counter trending unless I have a consistent candle telling me, or at least 2 candles like this one, for example. This is my support, confirmation of support. The moment the confirmation support is not holding that resistance, it's gone. So this candle right here, I know this was basically plain and simple range from whatever is in session, pre-London session, and this London volume is the one that I tend to follow. You know, usually I'll say 90% of the time, if this is happening with New York session, you get 50 pips. 50 pips really easy with volume. Without volume, it's quite dangerous. It's quite dangerous.
Hey, Kerwin.
Hey, how are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Good, man.
I've been listening quietly, but honestly, this could go to 1850 today. I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope so, man. I hope so, to be honest.
50
Yeah.
looks so clean.
That's why I wanted to risk it for the biscuit. I'm still holding small runners here, but I would love to have kind of pullback structure to be created. Now, the main structure here will be basically this one right here. This is the main structure here. I don't want to see price, you know, breaking this low, because if it's breaking this low and giving me a body of the candle closing below those lows, then for me can be dangerous. But this is the move. This is the candle that I was telling you about. Now This is okay to have a form of pullback to the low, even lower than this, and giving you like a whipsaw from this area. Now, the hourly candle at that point will be closing beautiful bullish. Do you really have do you really need to counter trend this candle to the downside because this candle may be a fake up? The hourly candle may be a fake up? Not really.
No.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know, it's quite simple to understand that the move is, you know, already 100 pips. Aiming for a full correction in price can be dangerous. I know that price can come back to the 32, the most, you know, the 32 area, this one right here. But I'm not interested in counter trending this 20 pips just because, you know, I want to get that drop to the 32. Now it's breaking the 32 and not holding that specific rejection from the previous confirmation candle, which is this one right here. Then that's different story. Then at that point, I will have confirmations in the lower time frames and the higher time frames as well. But this, yeah, that's New York open. Let's watch how New York open maybe pull back a little bit more to this area, grab liquidity and give you the wick fill here. At this point is plain and simple range. No, we cannot call other than simple range. So the main idea here will be small pullback below this area, and all of a sudden that kind of closing with the body above this area right here. But this is the kind of trade that I'm not considering taking. You want to spot something here? Watch the 1 minute here. Not that you need to use the 1 minute, but this 1 minute is already how many pips in volume? 12 pips in volume. Let's watch until when this 1 minute start reversing. Maybe up to this area, 19. Let's plan this 1 minute, because if that 1 minute close like this and you see a new 1 minute breaking more than the 50% from this candle, that's your fake out from the downside. Let's wait 1 second. Okay, cool. That's the 1 minute. If the move is to the downside to correct this whole move, this area will be respected and this low will be, won't be able to hold. But if it's to the upside, this is the retest to the low of the 1 minute candle, breaking this 50% of that candle is reversing completely, making a perfect sense for this candle with the body closing above that previous support right there. Don't try this because it's dangerous. I'm just showing you this because I want to be, I want to be clear when to look for a certain move and how can you spot those moves before they happen. And those are the pips that I'm not willing to risk, taking those trades. No, I know that they play, but I'm not risking, I'm not, aiming for 20 pips, risking maybe 20, counter trending something. No, it may happen that can give you the full correction in price, whatever, but I'm not interested in looking for that specific move. It's short-lived, it's a random move, and I'm not interested, plain and simple.
Cohen, there's news at 1:30, right, for retail news.
Yeah.
So it could be waiting for that area.
Yeah, that's the 32, a little bit more to 32. A little bit more. The last 2 minutes before the 5 minute candle close is the most dangerous candles that you can trade, that you can take. Most of the times, the last 2 minutes of the 5 minute candle is when reversal happen. So, if somebody was a cowboy or looking for that specific drop, if the last 2 minutes, there's only 7 seconds more, 6 seconds. If that start reversing in the last 2 minutes, then be careful if you're planning to sell or holding a sell, whatever. I know that some of you guys pay attention to the resistance, whatever, and tend to sell, but just be careful. I won't be touching gold for now, just so you know. Where did you identify the 1830? Okay, 1931. Limbo. Oh, nice. Nice work. This is the area. This is the 32. You don't want to see price close breaking below this area, basically.
Hey, Kerwin.
Yeah, mate.
Will you add position over here if the next candle is bullish, respecting the lows of the previous one?
Yeah, I can plan my another trade in here. Yeah, but you know, it's still pretty early. It's 8:04. This is the area that I want to see contention.
We've got some retail. Yeah, we've got some retail sales news as well. So maybe we're pulling back before.
Hopefully we pull back from these 32s. This is the max pullback that I was waiting for. And hopefully it doesn't just give us range and random moves in here, just a steady moves to the upside from here.
Hey, Kerwin, you don't think it will go all the way down to the London low?
Not really, man. To be honest, it's quite dangerous to believe that it's gonna engulf all this area. If it happens, it happens, you know.
Because
market is always right. I might be wrong.
It's a lot of imbalance on the minute 1719 and 1720.
Yeah, but this is the max pullback that I wanted to see. This is good for a hourly candle pulling back to the 32. That's fair enough.
Okay.
Now, if it's gonna be a steady move to the upside, we don't know. If it's gonna give you your random moves or maybe range in here, we don't know. We will need to wait and see. I'm just playing the higher time frames, and the higher time frame is telling me, you know, wait for pullbacks, add positions, and then look for that continuation.
Okay.
Yeah, but it may happen. I mean, I can be wrong. We can, you know, all depends on what happened here at the 32, the 1832. But yeah, this small little tiny confirmation of support. This can, if it's you know, if it's going down still, it needs to respect this specific area of rejection. Other than that, you know, going back, closing inside this area is going up again.
I ended on that 1 minute break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wrist for the biscuit.
Yeah. Hopefully, for the sake of simplicity, hopefully we see a steady move. There you go. Let me secure some of this last position, because I took that entry. I took the entry in here with less confirmation here. But I'm basically playing with the profits from the previous moves. Yeah.
Kerwin, did you say you took the entry on the second candle of the 1 minute?
No, I took it with this one.
First one, okay.
Yeah, but I secured already in that position. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I fucked up. I didn't take partials. I just placed stop to break even. That's not
Okay.
to break even.
Oh, right now here?
Yeah.
I
I knew that it could have been just a pullback on the 5 minute. I
Yeah.
should have taken partials. I didn't think fast
Yeah.
enough.
Oh shit.
It's fine. It's fine. At least it was a break even. It's not a loss.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, for contention, this area is good. I'm still holding little tiny runners there. Most likely, I should secure another in this one. Let me secure some in this one. I'll do it manually here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Because look, what I'm playing is oh, give me 1 second here. Oh, it's a shame this camera now is attached. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I won't be able to share my thing because the camera is, I did something with my PC and now my camera is attached to the main housing of the monitors. I wanted to show you guys the entry that I had. Yeah, let's go a
You
bit
move.
bigger.
Yeah, that kind of hurts after having such a nice entry.
Yeah,
I
man. That's
re-entered
why.
again, though. I re-entered again. I kept quiet, but I
Yeah,
re-entered
you
again.
should have
It
let a
wasn't the-
little bit more for that trade to breathe, man. Yeah.
I used 1 minute. That's right.
Oh,
It's okay.
yeah.
Good morning, Kerwin.
Morning, Mansoor. How are you, brother?
Yeah, great, great. How are you doing?
Good, mate. Good.
Like Kerwin, do you think we can get a better trade in the over 1835, the key level?
Above 1835, yeah. Yeah. Now the 1835 will give you maybe pullbacks to the 32 again. That's why, you know, at this time can be a range as well as a steady and easy continuation. We don't know if it's going to have a steady continuation there. All we need is 5-minute candles. Like this candle right here is the perfect fake out. Now what we need is prices staying above the 33 in this specific area. If you pay attention to the lower little tiny candles here, this is the main area that you need to stay outside, you know, pull back to the 33.43 somewhere here and price respecting this area. But if price goes to the 35, gives you a close above the 35 and start, you know, going back to retest these lows and closing below this low or retest this low, and depending a new 30-minute candle, how it closed, then we may see a deeper pullback with a new 30-minute candle with the news, you know. But other than that, you know, the move to the upside is what makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see there. That's my entry. The last entry, the 1 minute there. That 1 minute was enough confirmation for me. And obviously, if you miss the move, you know, if you're not taking any position, whatever, just, you know, chill. Pay attention what happened on a daily basis, and market is it's a continuation of a previous move like yesterday. Daily candle, I never had the intention from that daily close yesterday. I never had the intention to sell gold. Let me close most of my positions here. Yeah, that's fair enough for today. I secure all my positions now. Stop losses are break even for all of them. And at this point, I don't care what happened. Yeah. But it was a good move today. Steady move, steady. Beautiful move. Actually, what I will do is, just in case we don't have a random move to the upside, let me run my TP a little bit higher, because my TPs were 39.70 and 40. Now I'll add a little bit more of room for the trades to breathe. I'll be surprised.
Kevin,
Yeah, mate.
yeah, the price is above the key level. If the 5-minute candle closes above the key level, retest the key level and break above the previous wick or high, do you think and that would be a safer entry?
Yeah, and you can have, hopefully that candle just give you a small little tiny candle here, so you can use a good risk reward in here. Like for example, that candle is 20, going for the high of the day, breaking the high of the day, you have a spare 20 pips up there to the 38, or maybe the 40 can be the last target. And hopefully this candle doesn't make so a heavy move, so you can use the low of this candle as a contention. You know, maybe 25 is quite risky, because we're approaching to the second 15-minute candle of the hourly. So why I'm securing most of my positions? Because I know that a new 15-minute candle, before giving me, or instead of giving me just plain and simple continuation, can reject again the previous hourly high, which is this one right here. This is the 15-minute candle that gave the hourly candle the rejection and the high for the hourly candle. So what if this is just plain and simple pullback on a hourly candle high, and then a new 15-minute candle start giving me another rejection here from this high. I won't be surprised if that happened, and a 30-minute candle just closing the way it is, not giving me that steady continuation. Then a news news around the corner can give me pull back again to this area before the continuation. You know, if I have to look for news, I don't care what happened with the news, but I'll be looking for something breaking above this area, like impulsive moves above this area right here, because I know that at that point I have like 20 pips or 40 pips to the upside. But that's the reason I was securing most of my position here.
So you are saying the safer entries would be above the VIX?
Above this area,
VIX.
yes, above this area right here. Looking for impulsive moves above this specific area. Oh, let me leave this specific candle here, because this is the main contention that I want from now on. Yeah, my position, it's a break even. That last position, I secure most of that position, and it's a break even.
15 closed bearish.
Yeah, it is dangerous. It's a hourly candle high, and if we don't have the last 30 minutes before the 4 hour, we may don't see an easy job. We may don't have an easy job trading at that resistance right there. That's about to stop me out the small position that I have here. Yeah. That stopped me out. That position got stopped out already. No, I'm not interested. When I'm securing position like this, I'm not interested. Again, I'm not interested in selling those areas, even though I know that the correction may happen. But I'm not interested. Like this candle, for example, that candle can give you now another 10 pips below this specific drop. If it's breaking this low right here, most likely it will drop 10 pips more, and making his way all the way to the 31 is way too dangerous. Why? Because that daily, that 4 hour and hourly candles can easily close below that previous areas of contention. Remember, the main areas of rejections here from the left hand side is basically the 32s areas. This area, 32, 33 area, all that area right there is the one that needs to act as contention for the rest of the session. But if you have a price breaking below that area, then it's dangerous. It's dangerous to call to look for that continuation of the move. Yeah, that 15-minute candle already did the retest. Let's see. Yeah, it's the retest, but this candle is your resistance, confirmation the resistance has been established, and this candle breaking this low can give you the whole correction of the move. I won't be able to sell at this specific area for the simple reason that you know, my trading is looking for continuation. If I had to change my bias and start selling from here without confirmation, just because this candle is pulling below this area, I will miss the move all the way up to this area. I don't care. You know, my trades are, you know, for the buys today, and looking for that specific move to the downside can be dangerous for me. But if anybody, I think Page was selling 1834, Amir as well. Sabat, good work, man. Congratulations. Oh, close at 32. Nice. Yeah, but these areas right here is dangerous. For me, it's dangerous planning those sales. But makes sense. The correction makes sense now. I'm thinking 1850 is going to be for the books today. I think so. I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, COMEX is in 2 minutes, right? Yeah, 2 minutes.
Hello, Kerwin.
Hey, how are you, Roy?
Fine, thank you. I'm new with you since 2 weeks. I'm from Lebanon.
Oh, nice, man.
I want to ask some question, please. how did you know that the max pullback before testing the high at 36, it is at 1832?
That's based in experience and based on price action. The main candle here after the confirmation has happened, the nearest candle that you have here was a possible pullback is this one overall. And the low of that candle, it tends to be, you know, retested and then a continuation to retest the daily high. Now, rejecting the daily high and breaking that specific support gives you extra 10 pips. And the break of that 10 pips right there, it gives you I'll say like 70% of the chances this candle will break its own low, close below this range, and this is becoming a fake out. But that fake out will be bad later on until price. Let me delete all these drawings here. Can you mute for now, Roy? I'm getting a lot of noise. Okay, cool. So now, if this is a valid fake out, where was my previous range? Was this one right here. Now price closing inside this area, taking a breather below later on and trading below this area. If it's breaking this low, then yeah, go for sales because that thing can give you a whole correction from the daily candle yesterday. But if this is coming toward this specific area and doesn't give you a close below this specific range, then you can easily start looking for buys still, right? The correction is coming. And it's okay to have that specific correction because it's this move was from pre-New Year session. If this move was, let's say, with New Year session, man, a new hourly candle, all we'll do is a small pullback and continuation. But this is classic. The main area of contention here is this resistance. If the candle is closing below that resistance, then yeah, it's correcting the whole move. And you'll be surprised if that daily candle start, you know, breaking maybe the the 28 area and giving you a hell of correction here. Like all this area right here. All the give me 1 second here. All this area is full of rejections. So you'd be surprised if that daily doesn't make his way outside this area based on the reaction that you're having. But if I had to add some risk, will be when candles are giving me a breather again outside that previous range, like having a candle taking a breather outside this resistance. But if price is giving me a close below this specific resistance, nah, no, I won't be looking for buys anymore.
Okay, Kerwin. So we can say that every 5 minutes after the 5 minutes breakout could be the max pullback when we have the high volume.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Depending the timing. Timing must be correct. The timing must be perfect. It's not the same having a pullback at 8 a.m. than having a pullback at 8:30 a.m. It's not the same having a pullback at 8:25 than having a pullback at 8:30. Usually, remember, every time frame needs to be on point. When you're planning your trade, this is basically the hourly candle, let's say, right? This is the hourly candle. So it's okay to have a pullback to the low of the hourly candle. And if the low of the hourly candle is holding still, you don't need to be scared. But this pullback needs to be in the first 30 minutes before the hourly candle close. Now, if this pullback is coming from in the last 30 minutes, then most likely that hourly candle is respecting a previous hourly candle and retesting the low. That candle, the 30-minute candle, will be closing like this. So at that point, this is a brand new resistance, and this candle right here doesn't mean anything if the next candle is just pulling back and breaking that low. Plain and simple. That's the easiest way to spot a correction in price. The last 30 minutes of the hourly candle. Like, for example, from now on, this is your resistance, right? The 30-minute candle now, pull up the 30-minute candle really quick in here so you can see how the 30-minute candle is looking here. Look at that 30-minute candle. It's doing a massive retest to the last 30 minutes of the 8 a.m. candle, of the candle that closed at 8 a.m. It's okay to have this kind of pullback, but what if this candle in the next 7 minutes, this candle closed like this, is making the perfect candle for a fake out? What does it mean for you as a perfect fake out or candle? The price needs in the lower time frames needs to respect, like closing inside, needs to respect that resistance and giving you that continuation. In this case, the last 5 minutes of the 30 minute is just creating that support right now. The main idea here, I won't be able to trade anymore in this specific scenario. Why? Because the options, give me 1 second. Sorry, because the options here are quite unlimited. Why? Because that candle can easily close bullish. The next candle can easily retest that high and breaking that low. If it's breaking that low, means that we're going at least to retest this structure right here. Now, do I really need to take that entry? If this candle is closing bullish, looking for that sell? No, I can wait until the news, you know, are digested in the market and waiting for the continuation of the move, because my daily is still looking bullish. You know, it's looking bullish. So I won't be able to take sells from here because I need to follow that daily candle unless price is breaking a certain structure. The main idea here, if the fake out is valid, look, that's the perfect area of fake out. Now, this candle right here needs to respect this high and break this low. If it's breaking this low, candle can easily give you a drop up to this area right here. From the lower time frame, what is the main second structure here? It's pretty messy, but my second structure will be this one right here. This area right here will be my second structure. Trading below this area, man, if price is dropping, managed to trade below that 26, man, that daily candle will be looking like hell of rejection from those previous areas of rejection to the left-hand side as well. And that can give me a whole correction up to this area right here. So from the 26 to the 12 to the 15, there's a lot of pips to consider. Now, that confirmation will be better for me looking for a close below this area than taking this specific position, because news are around the corner. A new 30-minute candle can give me a nasty pullback. Now, when the news are happening or price action is giving you a close below this area, then it's different, because all you have is continuation of the move. And based on the liquidity that may be picked up from this area right here, the moves to the downside are unlimited. So not that every move will be using a previous 5-minute candle low as a as a pullback or whatever, but it's all depending the timing. It must be perfect in the market. I would say the best trades happen based on 90% price action and 10% timing. The timing, it's important. Now, don't look for look, for example, if it is not the same, another example here, having a bullish candle in the hourly and looking for a specific move at the hourly opening. No, just wait for a decent pullback on the hourly and then look for the continuation. The moment that drop is happening, and in the last 30 minutes, that drop is rejecting its own low. Like in this case, this is the low, and that candle is reversing and breaking that high. Go for it, because that move can give you extra money to the upside. You know, but it's a lot of things to consider. It may not be so simple, so easy for most of you for now, because some of you guys haven't paid attention to how market behave at certain timing. But usually we get the easiest moves. We get the easiest move in the last 30 minutes before the hourly candle close. And especially the last 30 minutes before the 4-hour candle close. Like for example, that 4-hour candle, look how the 4-hour candle is looking. You know, that 4-hour candle, if it's pulling back to its own low and breaking its own low, man, can give you retest to this area and correct the whole move. Other than that, it's still Gucci for an upside move. Let's see.
Okay, Kerwin. Thank you so much. I already took the entry on the pullback on 32 after the 1 minute close bullish.
Okay.
And I closed in profit with 30 pips. Thank you.
Okay, cool, man. Awesome. No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. Tequila para calentar la garganta. Ay, yes. News, pretty fishy news. 13 pips. If the news happen, like breaking to the downside and then reversing and breaking the high this candle may create, then can be a good one. This is a hell of a pullback. on a hourly candle, it's a hell of a pullback. One minute. Also,
Yeah, but
every
Kerwin,
time. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, if you see the price is above the key level and making a support on 5 minutes, and if the next 5 minute breaks the previous bearish candle high, do you see the price going back towards 1835?
Yes, sir. Yeah, nothing has changed. This heavy pullback, the things will change, if the candles are closing inside this area like this, for example, this candle that closed below the resistance, and why this candle is reversing completely, maybe just because of the news. But if the news break this low and the body of the candle close below this area, then this will be the resistance area, and you won't be able to see price taking a breather outside the 30. But if the 30 now is being respected and a new candle pull back to these lows right here with the news, grab liquidity and break this high, then it's going to retest this area most likely, and a possible continuation for the rest of the session. And now we have big boys playing in the market right there. Wow.
There's a big push down.
That's right there. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me plan something here. Yeah, that pullback right there. Let's see if it breaks that high on the 5-minute candle. It's quite heavy. It's quite heavy, right? Yeah, it's 41 pips. Hell of a move. I won't be able to hold that position if I have a break above that 5-minute candle bullish. Man, it can be a dangerous 40 something pips. It's a lot. It's a lot to consider. Only impulsive. Only impulsive can work.
Kerwin, it's better to
Trading
wait
view
for
is not
5
moving.
minutes, right?
Go ahead.
I think what I normally do is I wait 5 minutes to close after news, let it settle down and see how it's playing out, right? So
Yeah, me too. But that liquidity right there is still really good for the rest of the session, though.
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I just want to see this candle not respecting the high on the 5 and maybe using 1829 as a possible stop loss, considering the break of that candle right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too.
Yeah,
if it goes up, yeah.
breaking the high if it's going up, then using the 29 as a possible stop loss there.
Yeah, I kept it pretty low key today because I was able to capitalize on move yesterday from 1816 to 1828. So I'm just keeping it low today.
Okay.
Yeah.
1829. That area right there. That'll be the one. That'll be the one. Yeah. And now that move is quite dangerous, because usually when you have fundamentals and the news happen, you tend to get 1 minute straight move and the next 1 minute reversing completely. This already 2 minutes in this candle and it's not reversing completely.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good, because usually when you have moves like that, all you want to see it's is, let's say, you have a candle like this. Let's say this is the 5-minute candle. Price breaking the low. And the first 1 minute breaking that low. Then 1 minute start reversing, and all you're getting is another candle just doing something like this. The moment that candle is reversing, you have really nice move from this area all the way up to this area easily. But at this point, it's taking way too much for that reversal. It's not happening. So most likely this was a fake out here. Now it will be interesting to see if price can make it to the 30 later on, and having something like this for the rest of the session. Leaving this specific area, this is your second structure. The moment that price is giving you something below that area, man, can be a whole correction in price. Can be a whole correction in price.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Did
Where
you
you
got anything? Or
I did earlier on this area. All this move.
yeah, so do I.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Mine was based on the 4-hour time frame. Since
Okay. Based on the break of the 4-hour candle from London?
No. It was let me check. This one closed above the resistance. And I wait for a pullback and enter on the flip with the stops here. Until it run until 1833 and then close it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Hey, this shit is crazy.
Hey, Kerwin, bro.
Hey,
Kerwin.
Kadir, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? Bro, I'm not chasing NY moves because London.
Because of London, huh? I know, man. I know it can be
Hey,
dangerous.
you looked
How you guys doing, bro?
Good,
26,
brother,
yeah?
good. Where you been, man?
Bro, I was at home.
Okay.
Yeah, basically I had to prepare breakfast because my wife was not here. She came a little bit late, you know.
Oh, okay.
But I managed to get some during London, like
nice.
our old friend, you know.
Yeah, nice, brother. Nice. Good work. Good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get those buys, bro?
I
That
did.
5 minute?
Yeah,
Closing
I did.
above 30?
Exactly, I did.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one.
Yeah.
I saw that, but it was already too late when I got in. And when I saw it, I mean, I didn't get in, but
Okay.
was a good one.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. Hopefully that candle take a breather outside this area for that continuation. It's a shame. Okay, baby girl, tell me, what
Yeah, I
are
was
you
looking at
gonna
that
do?
too.
Yeah,
Well,
it's looking Gucci. Yeah, it's looking Gucci. 5, beautiful. Nice work. 3 more minutes for that 5-minute candle to close and break above this area. I haven't entered yet, but I need this candle to close bullish and give me a break above this area.
So you would wait for the candle to close above the key level.
I will wait for the candle. If it's giving me above the key level, good. If it's giving me impulsive move above this area, that's good.
Impulsive or the break and retest?
Impulsive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That 1 minute was lovely, bro. That closing, but I missed it.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying attention to the ones now because can be dangerous based on the news. But if it's leaving that 1838, 1831.80 at least, that can be a good one. Risking, because at that point max pullback will be the key level. Max pullback will be the key level, and we're targeting basically the high of the day and higher. But I need that.
Like looking at the 4-hour, bro, to be honest, it looks like, I mean, at this point we rejected heavily, but it looked like we're gonna go to the 50, you know?
Yeah.
Because of that clean range on the 4-hour.
Yeah, that hourly did a massive pullback to the hourly candle.
Hey, good morning, Kerwin.
Oh, there you are.
How you doing?
Mr. Moneymaker. Good, and you, brother?
Yeah, good.
Awesome.
Yeah, the 30 area is now becoming sick again.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. This is the area we want to see a break above.
Looking Gucci, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I can risk it for the biscuit here. There's one more minute, right? One more minute. Hopefully that 1 minute breaks above that 1831.7 and 80 to make it worth it.
Worst thing that can happen here, rejection in the last minute.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Would you look for the would you look for the next 5 minute to retrace a bit before you get your entry, or would you just
yeah? No. If it's breaking here, I will take it impulsive.
Okay.
Now, if it's not breaking, then I will wait for a new 5 minute, give me a pullback first, and then a break above. But overall, what I'm looking for is a break above these 30,
those previous weeks.
Yeah, because if volume is correct, if I wait, if I'm getting the breakout with this candle and wait for a new one to pull back, I may miss the move.
Yeah.
Because the new one, if this was a plain and simple liquidity, see that candle right there is not giving me the break. In this case, I'll wait for pullback and then a continuation. Max pullback I want to see is this previous area right there. That area right there. That's the max pullback. If it's pulling back more than this specific rejection, then I don't have any business, because at that point, this will be a fake out from the lower little tiny time frames, and closing below this area again is the pullback before the continuation to the downside. So anything that can break below this area is not valid for the continuation to the upside anymore.
But the entry would be above the level 183177. Yeah.
Yes. This one right here, somewhere here.
You know, this moment, like if you are entering, risking low is better, because the next 5 minutes, 15 minutes can all retest the previous low or something. Like a tricky area to enter.
Yeah.
Because it looks like nothing much volume. After 4 hour close, I think we can get better, way.
I think we're gonna get a big push come in the last 15 minutes. Oh, if the continuation is to the upside, we should get a big push in the last 15.
Yeah, that's the move that we want to see in the last 15. That'll be the one.
On the higher time frame, yeah.
Go ahead, Kadir. Go ahead.
No. I just wanted to agree. Like from the higher time frame, it makes a lot of sense to see more upside.
Yeah.
But there was not enough. Like it didn't make sense for price to push higher from the 35 with pre-NY, because we all know like that this is the classic NY pullback. There has to be a pullback. I mean that doesn't have to be, but
in most cases happen.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't wanna buy the top,
Yeah.
and then you will be mad. Always when I buy, market goes down. When I sell, it goes up. Then yeah.
Move happened at pre-news. Move happened at like before the news. That from 30 to 35, it was pumping.
Yeah, we want to see the next 2 5-minute candles. I mean, this 5 minute and the next 5 minute closing bullish, taking that beautiful move to the upside. Why? Because the last 5 minutes before the hourly candle close, remember, is the 4-hour candle closing. So you want to see this 4-hour candle in the next 10 minutes taking that beautiful push to the 34, 35 area. Now, in the last 5 minutes, may give you reaction again. So the new 4-hour candle will do another pullback and continuation.
Yeah.
Timing must be perfect for this trade, especially for this trade, because if that doesn't happen, then having price breaking this low and closing again in this area, man, it can be nasty. Also, we already took easy trade, right? Why going to the headache of over risking in this specific area when we don't have enough confirmations now? Earlier we had enough confirmations. Now we don't. We're just trying to play the continuation of that daily, which makes sense. That daily going to the 40s at least today and buying in this area, you don't need to be scared. If the volume is correct, if the price is moving that direction, this candle needs to respect this low right here and giving you a break above this area and a continuation. But if it's not doing that, instead of that, it's giving you a body of the candle closing below this area, we may see some sort of range still. before the continuation, and it's not worth it to hold any position at that point, at least not for me, because I already had good trades this morning. I won't be looking to risk it even more in this specific area. That's the 30 area right there. This one here. Contention area, that one right there.
No, it looks like a range on 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's wait. There's
Let's go,
40
baby.
seconds for this 5 minutes. This is good. So form of
This is
pullback,
good.
it's good.
Yeah, this is the 15-minute candle closing as well. And it looks like a massive rejection from the previous range.
This is like working with that thing that the surgeon, what is called that thing? A scalpel, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is here, 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 and there. So, you know, it can take some time until you figure it out, those things, but it's worth it. It's worth it to master one specific pair. Now, if you're watching gold, don't mess around with other pair, man. Just focus your thing on gold. Dedicate yourself on a daily basis to gold and master those moves. Okay, that candle right there. Yeah, like for example, that candle created that resistance. This candle doesn't have any business. If this is a valid resistance, this candle doesn't have any business breaking the high. Now, if it's retesting the low and breaking the high, we're gonzo. We're Gucci.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Oh. A little more, baby. Let's go.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I got in at 1830 again, so that position's up like 18 pips. So
that's the low. That's the low. Yeah, good. All right. Push, push, push. Push, 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 push,
push. Hey, fast. Push, 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 push.
Push, 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 push.
Okay. Yeah. Now.
Nothing crazy yet.
No, nothing crazy. Now, what makes sense is continuation right now. Pay attention to the timer here. That's your friend. That's your friend, the timer. You don't want to see that candle reversing from these highs, breaking that low and breaking this low right here. It's okay to have a max pullback here, but no more than that.
At this point, it's not even okay, I think, bro. Because
yeah, exactly. This is a 15-minute. So, you know, if the 15-minute has the volume,
yeah.
Sorry, has the
creating an upper wick.
To create that.
No.
Minute, we're only 10 pips in profits, man. Come on,
yeah,
let it be.
Yeah. I'm 12.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I banked
I'm securing some. I'm
banked
securing some
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm securing some just in case.
I think I'm gonna hold this.
Yeah.
But don't hold the full position, bro.
No.
This is not the day for holding full position, I think.
Yeah,
bro,
of
this
course.
is the day.
Yeah,
like it's your account, bro, but just an advice for me, you know.
You gotta
when this hits full, when this hourly flips bullish, oh my god.
Still Gucci, still
Gucci,
still Gucci.
Bro, but
another Lambo for Dennis.
But that's just if, bro, you know.
1 minute break, 1 minute breaking the high, no brainer.
What if? Yeah.
I closed.
Like I can hold now easy, you know, because I banked some already.
Yeah, no, me too. I secure some.
No
need to be greedy there.
No.
No, I've got a small position on it. That's why. Like, what's the point of me? I've only got one lot. So.
You know, this area, I don't feel like risking more. 1:1. Secure done.
Yeah. Okay. 2 last minutes before the 5-minute candle close. You don't want to see that 5-minute reversing completely and closing like a shitty ass candle, rejecting those 33 areas. Remember that 33 is from the left. That's the daily rejections, basically. The 33. All you want to see is a new 5-minute this 5-minute closing above this previous bodies right here. A new one max pullback will be, if this is a breakout candle, max pullback on the next one, I will say 1831.42. If it's breaking that area, you know, I'll be closing another 50%, which is a break even at that point, and I'm gonna let the rest run with the original stop loss. With the original stop loss, I'm talking about 29.90. 29.90. 29.90. This one right here. This one right here. Yeah, and that will be pretty much for me for the session. I'm done. So I mean, the trade that we took this morning was really easy.
If you are done, I'm done.
Yeah, right. I don't. For some reason, I don't trust you, man.
Hey, Minnie.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't got cells, bro. I saw your cells.
I took at 35.
Take it as well. I was thinking if I should take it, but
because if you see that was 4-hour area, hourly area. So I took, because I was thinking like, people who missed 1830, they will buy from 1835.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But pay attention to the 5-minute closing now, if you're still holding.
No, I'm break even, bro. Like my 10% break even.
Something like that is what I would love to see in the next 5 minutes candles. A beautiful breather outside this area in the just before the 4-hour candle close.
My stop is at this point below this 5 from my runner.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
If
even better.
If Kerwin says like this, it will move later, Nobody will take that time.
Bro, like yesterday, Kerwin. Like yesterday, bro. I don't know. You left stream and then gold moves, bro.
Yeah, I did. And then the moment I closed the streaming, then like 10 minutes later, the what will start happening on gold.
It's depressing, man. For like yesterday, for breakout traders, it was depressing, bro. Because that pullback, you got in heavy drawdown, and then again, it was depressing. I think.
That's okay. Having a bad day doesn't mean that we need to change the way we trade, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Even it was yesterday. No, the Friday session. We're looking for that easy continuation on gold. It was beautiful continuation.
Yeah.
It was an amazing session, So having a losing day like yesterday doesn't mean anything. We can have, even losing a losing week. That doesn't mean that you need to change your bias just because the strategy is not playing that specific week. The next week can play perfectly fine. As a trader, you need to do what is giving you a better return. In my case, this is what gives me a better return. I don't look for 10 pips move. I don't look for counter trend. I look for continuation. Yes, I do counter trend many times, but it's something that I won't be teaching new members here because that can be dangerous. That can be dangerous,
man.
Yeah,
it's good, Kerwin. Like not every day is trading day.
Yeah, indeed. I agree, brother. And yesterday, the move made perfect sense. I even said it when if you guys watch the streaming, we were trading, I think it was 1807, 1808. And I said, man, this is the classic structure. This is the classic setup that all of a sudden somebody will say something in the market, a fundamentals comes out, and you see gold flying $10, $20 to the upside. And it's a shame that the setup didn't play out at New York Open. It's like this freaking market maker listening to us.
Oh, it didn't even play out in NYC. It was 10 a.m. 10 a.m. give you a small push, like $5. Then again, pullback was depressing, bro. Like the move was at like 9 p.m. my time, so like 3 p.m. yours. It's way too late, bro.
Yeah, let me move my stop loss now to the low of this candle right here. Now my stop loss is right here. Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask you that. So once this 5-minute candle closes, would you move your stop up to like 1832?
Yes, I just did. Not to the 30, not to the 32, but this area right here. This is my confirmation.
Okay.
And this low right here is the one. There you go, baby girl.
There you go.
I know you can
So,
do it.
yeah, 1830. Okay. All right.
Ooh la la.
No, yeah, keep going. Come on, don't stop.
Yeah.
Bro, who's that? Travis.
Okay.
How's it going, Kadir?
Did you full margin that?
Keep talking.
Oh, yeah,
keep
obviously.
talking because gold loves to hear you talking. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm in this buy as well. So.
Yeah, everyone just buckle
Kerwin.
up. We're
Kerwin, did you add another position, bro, at that 1 minute pullback?
No,
I know you did.
No, only 3 positions
though.
Only 3 positions.
No, I added another one. That was a
See
no-brainer.
that one right there?
Yeah, let's go.
3 positions.
Let's go. Let's start filling that wick to the left.
When I said to Mini, pay attention, I added another one.
Oh, I am not over trading.
Okay, I'm securing the last position.
Oh, this is not over trading.
I'm securing this position. Okay, yeah, that position I secure the last position, most of it, and now I have my stop loss below this candle low right here, right there. That candle won't cause any damage to me today. Not today, gold. Not today. Yesterday was okay, but not today. Yeah. Oh, it was a good day. Beautiful day.
Today was a blessing, bro.
Yes, beautiful mouse. So yeah, why do I have to move my stop loss to this specific candle? Because if price is giving me all of a sudden a heavy rejection, it's okay to break this candle low, but it's not okay to break the previous candle low. The same thing that happened here, the same thing will happen here. It's okay to have a pullback, max pullback, and in total honesty, based on the pullback that we already had, the 4 a.m. the 4-hour candle opening, if this candle makes its way to the 34 area in the next 5 minutes or the 35, all you want to see is a steady continuation and the low of this candle right here holding some support, not giving you a crazy move like that. This is basically the support. This is the confirmation of support, and it's okay at the first candle after the confirmation of support has been established. It's okay to have a pullback to the confirmation of support, but it's not okay to break in the confirmation support low, because then it's reversing and you can easily stay inside a range from now on, something like this. Yeah. All you want to see is candles breaking this high and giving you those extra 20 pips to the upside. Somewhere 20 from the 30, 36, 35 basically. 30, 38 is good area. I'll say target for the for the next 4-hour candle before anything else. It's only five more minutes for that 4-hour candle to close. Imagine if that 4-hour candle in the last 5 minutes is taking a beautiful break outside this area, giving you 20 pips in no time in here. We're talking like 50 pips in volume. It can be done. Gold is like that.
At that point, the next 4-hour can easily open with no bottom wick, bro.
Exactly. If the pullback is already done, we don't need to come back to this area anymore. If it's going back to this area, then this is a double top. It's an area heavy of rejection, and this may be the highest point for the weekly candle from now on. But other than that, this high doesn't mean anything. This high just means from these lows, target to the high of the daily and 20 outside.
Sorry.
That's okay, man.
Man, smoke.
Dennis, look at the 1-hour, bro. It's doing what you wanted.
Yeah.
Dennis, check the 1-hour, bro.
Mini,
pan
comido.
We were talking about this pushing up to like 40 easy, and I was
still holding, right?
Yeah, I'm close up.
I don't think Dennis will hold the trade. If he is holding, then I will be holding the same trade.
Kerwin, these people, huh?
These people.
These people. Like, is he here, bro? Maybe he's here. Let's see.
Who is that? I feel like some Irish boy talking here.
Irish boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some Irish Russian mix boy.
Eugene Kovachenko.
Cocktailis.
Just call me. Just call me short, Mr. Putin.
Mr. Putin.
Everybody knows the boss is in the house.
He can't even tell Putin. He say Putin.
I see Minnie's in good humor. He must have catch 10 pips.
Know. Yeah.
Must have catch
7 pips. Yeah.
Shouting jala jala jala.
Man, but if you remember, like 2-3 months ago, me and Sultan, we were like 10 pips here, 10 pips there.
You and Sultan made me to quit TLC because I got kicked of you.
This rejection. Mini.
Yes, sir.
Tell Gold. No. Don't go more than this. If it's going more than this, I'm gonna close the last position.
If that was in TLC, now Ethan said he put 1 million lots. That's what's going down.
No, Kerwin, today Kadir smashed GJ in London, so he no need to trade now.
Oh, you're trading GJ?
Kadir.
No, bro, I'm just trying to. I told you earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, Kerwin. I'm trying
I thought
to.
you were trading London gold London?
No. Like what I'm trying to learn right now, bro, is like we have to develop constantly, right? So what I'm trying to do is like my main goal, like everybody should be like to become a day trader, swing trader, you know. So with no stress, you can hold trades, bro. You look not for 10, 20 pips here and there. You look for the bigger picture every time on every trade, going for 100, 200 pips, you know. And on gold, it's sometimes tough, bro, because as we know, gold gives you $5 and then heavy pullback, you know. But on GJ, it's
Kerwin, main reason for the GJ, you know, Kerwin, Caddy fought with his wife. So his wife said, if you want patience, you try to trade GJ. Learn from there.
You're mean. Meaning you're
Oh,
mean,
no.
Bro, this guy, when I see this guy, I'm
Kadir.
gonna slap the shit out of him, man.
Hey,
Like for real.
Kadir only
He's
started
like
trading
so...
GJ because he had to make breakfast for the wife. So it's slow move, you know. So
This year, but it was based on the 4 hour. I don't feel confident with the 5 minutes yet.
Okay.
So, but
that's okay.
Just to understand.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I mean, the 5 minutes for me is better confirmation because it's less volume for me to consider a stop loss, right? Yeah, that's why. But if you need to use a 30-minute, 50-minute candle confirmation, it's good. I mean, as long your risk reward is worth it, go for it.
Yeah.
My risk reward is worth it based on the 5 minutes because I use you know, anywhere between 20 and 30 pips in a stop loss, aiming for 100 pips return. Yeah. And when the time set, you know, when the ranges are pretty small, if the range is pretty small, then I will have to add more positions so I can get the maximum on those trades. And it's roughly 1-to-1 at that point. Yeah, that closing right there is beautiful. You see that? It's a beautiful close. Now a heavy reversal is coming. In total honesty, man, this is a heavy reversal. I really like this trade. I won't be surprised if NYSE find us trading below that 24.
Like last week we had, or the previous week before that, we had the same price action, like pretty much.
Like the heaviest key level here, as a form of range and key level, is the 25. Now, if the trade is going downtown, you don't want to see this candle pulling more than the 50% on the breakout candle. If that's the case, then this is not worth it to the downside. Roughly there. That's the maximum pullback right there. This breakout is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's very fishy because it's happening near to the NYSE opening. But it's good. Looks good. That closing is really nice.
Hey, Kerwin, bro.
Yeah, man. Where are you, Matthew?
I got good, man. Good. I woke up late today, so I'm just kind of chilling.
Okay.
If I'm thinking now, just looking at the daily, is it possible that the daily could flip if with NYSE?
Yeah, there's a huge chance that it will flip, especially because of the rejection that we have on the daily candles here from the left hand side.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if that daily managed to break its own low and go for more. Yeah, showing a lot of rejections from there. Well, that's more than the 50. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. It's pretty fishy because it's just after the NYSE.
Tomorrow we have nothing, bro. Like no news. We can get some easy moves.
Yeah, not today. We had a blast. Today was beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me go make I'm gonna make some coffee now. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. By the way, whoever needs assistance or whatever, just drop the questions there. Somebody can help you out.
Yeah,
have a quick chat.
exactly.
As long you guys don't abuse from each other, it's good. Keep the conversation.
Go
I'll be
crazy
back.
like in Rogers, like go crazy.
I'll be back.
Kerwin, don't forget. Okay, go ahead.
Show up, Kadir.
No, I wanted to say like Kerwin is still recording, you know.
No, but hey,
So-
to be honest, this could be the highest point of this week. This high could be set for the week.
Man,
We might not see it again. Kerwin is
I
right.
wish I held my runner. Like, no, I held it, but I got stopped out on that runner.
Nah, but sure, look, bro, you get another chance tomorrow. Price will come back near it again.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we don't get a big move today, bro, to be honest. I would love to see that range and we get that breakout tomorrow. Then we can get a really nice big move, bro.
GJ is doing some little sells.
GJ?
It's only tiny.
Let me see. Yeah, I got my bread from GJ today, so I'm gonna take a look tomorrow again.
Yeah, you
GJ
trade,
is like
you trade
boring,
London
bro.
typically?
What was it, bro?
I was gonna say you trade London typically.
No. I trade NY.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just looking at I just looking sometimes on during London on GJ. If I see a good move, you know, a good opportunity, I take it. But basically I look for London as just to learn how gold moves during London as well.
Yeah. What time is it for you there when it is London open?
It's like for me it's 9 a.m.
Oh,
London
fuck,
open.
that's nice.
Like I'm +1 GMT +1, so UK time +1.
Nice.
Yeah. Because if you want to catch like big moves, like you're looking for day trades and in the future like swing trades, you gotta trade London most of the time because the trend starts with
the higher the
basically
low.
pre London, like Asia pre London, and then with London the trend comes. Yeah.
Hey Kadir, since you're talking about London, if you don't mind, I am also like trying to trade gold in London, and I can't figure it like out on like 100% how to trade it. Do you have some kind of like tricks or like
Message
a
him, bro,
different
on
trading
IG.
plan?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you message him on IG or Telegram. I think he has some secrets. Yeah, Eugene, am I right?
Yeah, Kadir trades, I think, with somebody else during London in group.
No, but the real London guy is Eugene, bro. Yeah, like for real. Like if you wanna learn London gold from, then you have to ask Eugene, bro.
I don't trade no more London, I told you.
Yeah, but you have knowledge, bro. Like because you smash London every day. Before that.
No more. I took all my money out.
I don't know. Maybe your previous mentor, bro. He was like, "Don't chase NY if you didn't catch
Take care.
London."
Take care, parcero.
Kadir, what I'm thinking,
John
quick move downside 1826 break, and like 20 pips, then candle close inside that range, about 28.
Yeah, like I said, bro. I would love to see. I would love to not see a big move today, because I really don't want to take a trade at this point anymore because I don't trust it. And if we range in this area, we can get a really nice move tomorrow because we have no news.
Well, that's the thing. That Fed Powell speech, you don't know what he's gonna say. It might start rallying to one line.
Oh yeah, that we have that, right? Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, and
You
apparently he's
can
gonna
buy,
talk
you
about
can
interest
buy,
rates
bro.
and stuff.
That time you can buy. If before he's speaking, you get the pullback, then you can buy, bro. He's the liquidity grab for buy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it in 8 p.m. my time, so 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 2 p.m. I think it is 2 p.m.
Yeah, that 3 p.m. candle you can go, but Yeah, I'm done at this point, bro. Like NYC, I'm gonna take a look at NYC. If we get that volume, I get an NYC, but otherwise I'm pretty much done at this
Okay,
point.
guys, I'm gonna
was
leave.
good.
I have to go for work. Take care. See you all tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Mini.
already 5 minutes late.
Take care,
Thank you,
Mini.
guys. Take care.
Take care, bro. Take care. Full margin NYC.
Full margin.
Full margin, gang.
Mini goes silent now. He's going to take few trades in the side.
Yeah. The moment goes moving is
Yeah, he puts everybody on mute and he dials it in.
But he's risking like chocolate, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like he says.
How you doing, Kurt?
Good.
Yeah, I was just asking you about. They reminded me of the Powell speech. You'll be trading it, or you'll just be chilling?
No, I'll be chilling. Probably if I don't have anything else to do, if I'm home, I'll send the link for the Zoom session. But not really. Because the thing is, we don't see heavy moves with Powell speech.
Yeah, no big changing in rates or something.
No, I don't think so. I mean, depending how the daily is looking at that point. If anything, I'll be looking for sales with Powell speech.
Yeah, I was reading up on FX Street that he's most likely going to talk about interest rates getting bumped another 75 base points in the next couple months.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's nothing that we don't know, but it's just you don't know how the market's going to react to it.
Yeah, that's what makes sense. I mean, another increase on the rates that will give a consistent boost to the US dollar.
Yeah.
Because investors will be looking to invest in dollars instead of investing in anything else.
Yeah, and you can expect also long duration, right? So effectively going into the curve will start shifting.
Morning, Gary.
So guys, sorry. It's been one of those days. How's everybody?
Hey, you've been missing in action, Gary.
Yeah, I have. I severely apologize.
How you
Kyle
been,
gonna
brother?
take me away.
All right, just don't let it happen
excellent.
Gary, bro. Gary.
How's everybody?
Yeah.
Boys and girls. Girls
Good,
and boys,
bro,
shall I
good.
say, because all the boys talk. Girls never speak. Shall I say ladies?
Bro, if I would
Come
be
on,
a
Kurt,
girl,
we
I
gotta
wouldn't speak with
we
you
have to have
guys
a day
either,
where
bro.
it's only the ladies speaking. What would you say,
a
Kadir?
women's appreciation
Like,
day.
if I would be a girl, I wouldn't speak with us either, you know?
Oh,
Like, imagine Sultan is coming, bro. He says, Jala, Jala, how would you feel as a girl? You know?
I don't even know what that means. If I'd probably go out in the street and quote that and get punched in the face.
But Gary, bro, what do you think?
Yala is I mean,
It's like Yalla, bro.
It's
just
let's go,
It's like let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
go,
It's like let's go in Arabic, like
In
Yalla.
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 Yeah, I learned that
Exactly,
from
yeah.
Arabic guy. Yeah.
What were you asking, Kadir?
Bro,
Sorry.
do you think we can finally see some sort of correction on DXY? That thing is rallying like nothing else, bro.
Well, where else are you gonna put it, right? I mean, you got
Everybody's
inflation
sitting
up,
on cash.
You got everything else. What are you gonna do? Well, no, you better not be sitting in cash. It's getting
But
eaten
every
away at
investor
8%.
is, bro, currently, right?
No, I mean, well, they're parking it in probably tips and things like that because honestly, if you have it sitting there, you're losing 8% of your capital.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Even
Money in
more,
bank
bro.
right now
Like
is-
that inflation is way more.
Well, it's of course
Real
it's more, but I
inflation.
mean the reported inflation, right? You're at a minimum losing 8%. So put it to work somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Mate.
But in the stock market, you lose even more, bro. Like for percentages wise. No.
Well, there's other investments, right?
So
You got
what?
bonds, you got treasuries. I mean, you got tips. I mean, in the U.S. that is. You know, you got to figure it out. There's asset allocation.
What do you mean with tips, bro?
Kerwin, what are you showing us here, man?
Well, we probably have to have a deeper discussion.
Something like this.
I'm gonna have to run into a meeting.
Before Powell speech.
But yeah, it's definitely
something like this.
No, Kerwin, I think we should do that. Just general, high level, like Cliff notes for not cliff notes. What do you call it? Markets for people that are only traders.
Yeah, no, but
Asset allocation for traders.
yeah, but in total honesty, based on the rejections that we're having, we may see some sort of heavy drops on gold overall.
Whoa.
It
Yeah,
will
nothing
be,
too
it will be
crazy.
interesting.
Also,
It will be interesting how price behave in this specific area of contention.
Yeah.
This was basically the
the
daily,
low of the range.
the opening. Yeah. So going back to retest the daily low, man, is a bloodbath. And this was just plain and simple pullback for the weekly candle before the continuation.
If you break below their curtain, it's bombs away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break and retest, it's bombs away. But it'd be hard to see that happen today. That it might be a London move or one of those surprise Asian moves.
Yeah, like we may have just seen the weekly pull up, and then I mean this might go downhill from here for the rest of the week.
Because what makes sense at this point is going to retest the daily low. At least this area. Not the fake out, but the daily low. Now leaving the daily low at this point.
Why do you call that a fake out? Kerwin, I just want to be clear.
This is a fake out because price
Yeah,
this specific range, price tends to go back, making you believe that it's going down south.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Time,
Yep.
and all of a sudden closing again inside the range, and it makes sense for a London session in most cases going back to retest those lows before the continuation to the upside.
Agreed. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks. Just want to make sure I understood.
And I think I talked about this possible pullback with London and the daily outlook as well.
I completely missed this break of NYSE.
Yeah, let's look.
Because I was looking at DXY while I was talking with Gary.
You see, that's why you don't have. You're not allowed to have two wives. Because if you take care of one, then you don't take care of the other one.
Kerwin, it's just that I'm high maintenance.
Bro.
I'm in at about 1828.
Oh, that loss in escucha.
Afternoon, morning, guys.
Mr. Sar, how are you?
How you doing?
Brother,
yeah, I'm just
man.
listening in. I'm actually doing some decorating, renovating at my mum's house, and so I'm just listening in to you guys. It always makes me smile. Some of the stuff you come out with.
That's good, man.
Jala jala.
Jala jala.
Jala jala yala yala.
Kevin, 50% is exactly. Yeah, you marked it already. Okay, nice. It's exactly at 26 at this point. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So the daily might flip now as well.
Man, the way it's looking, yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Most likely, it's heading downtown.
I've got to get cleaned up and go do the school run, but good luck to everyone if anyone's in anything.
Thanks, brother.
Star just comes in, dropping nuggets, and rolls out.
There's no nuggets. I'm shattered.
He just comes here and blesses us all and leaves.
By the way, now that I have you guys, I have you two guys, Sar and Gary. People are asking about a webinar about psychology.
Yeah, I'm down with it. I think we discussed it before once.
Yes.
Gary, shall we DM each other and try to sort something out? And if anybody else wants to jump on as well.
If you guys can,
yeah,
that'll be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. I don't know the psych part, but I can tell you the numbers to make you confident about the psych.
I don't know the numbers, so I'll do the psych part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
The numbers make me comfortable, nothing else.
You get messages from people, so I think there's enough people who are probably interested in it. So yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, Zara, just if you DM me, we'll figure it out.
No problem.
Now, do you guys have a Zoom for more than 100 with unlimited time or not? Because I can give you guys admin to my Zoom.
I'm useless with Zoom, but we can figure something out anyways. It's not a problem.
Okay, cool. If not, I set up the Zoom and I make you guys the host, so you can you can do whatever. Even though it's a psychological thing, I think we won't be discussing traits or anything like it. But
Zara, probably have to be a weekend for me. Just letting you know. On weekdays,
that's fine. That's fine.
Unless it's an afternoon.
Maybe we could just fire out some questions what people are struggling with, and so at least we're prepared for what kind of things they want to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have that section on the Slack, Kerwin? If people can preface it by psych/confidence, and then we can go through and find it, something like that. That way we can
in
collate
here?
the questions.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they can. I mean, I don't care where it's at, but if somebody could just put that in there, and if they have a comment about this, just put psych. Psych.
I think most people tend to just stick with, not always, but general chat. Maybe just put a general question in there, and then people can just jump on and reply to that one thread.
That would be perfect. That's even better.
Yeah. Because I think when you're not doing general, it tends to slip through a lot of people's Slack messages.
Sounds good, my brother. Sounds good,
Any questions, guys, or folks? Not guys, sorry. Let us know. Happy to address anything I can from a statistical standpoint. And Dar's your head guy.
Guys, I've got to rush anyway. I've got a school run to do, so I've got to get cleaned
Take care,
up.
bro.
Take care, brother.
See you later. Take care.
Have a good one.
Yeah, mate.
Nice,
Take
nice.
care. Bye bye.
Surely. Chilito. Wow, beautiful.
I think I'm gonna head out too here, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna call it a day. I tried another trade in here, the 26.30 basically, and I just got stopped out. I'll break even. So I'll be calling it a day.
Yeah, it's gonna be rangy, bro. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All
Kevin.
maybe
Thanks,
pumps
Kerry,
it.
for today.
Talk to you later, guys.
Have a
Yeah,
great
man.
day.
You're closing, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
You closing, right? Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you
bro.
so much,
Take care, bro.
If I have
Bye,
time, then
guys.
I will
Bye-bye.
come back by near Powell's page, maybe 15 minutes before.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Take
would
care,
be
bro.
amazing.
Yeah, take care.
Take care, bro. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Kevin. Take care.
All right.
Cheers, Kerwin. See ya.
Cheers, brother.
Até mais.